This is the show where two friends from different parts of the world discuss all things, all elite wrestling. And one of them actually knows what they're talking about. We'll let you decide. Welcome to the Beauty and the Beard Pro Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Woody and Sarah.
Welcome, everybody, to our weekly topic discussion. And this week is, I think, a pretty hot topic. We're going to talk about or go more in depth with the feud between Hangman and the Dark Order and the Super Elite with Kenny Omega and all of his associates, which really kind of got ramped up on this last Dynamite. But before we get into all that, I want to remind everybody to check out all of our content that comes out each week. Dynamite reviews, our topic discussions, Q&As, our eventual reviews of Rampage, previews and reviews of pay-per-views, and every now and then we will surprise you with an interview. So keep an eye out for all that content that comes out each week. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. You can follow the channel at BeautyXTheBeard. You can follow me at Let the Beard Play, and you can follow Sarah at Strange_Pixie.
Yeah, I am.
So without further ado, Sarah.
Yes.
Are you ready to talk about the Elite versus Hangman and the Dark Order?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
All right. So we got a major turn in the story on this last Dynamite when the challenge was laid out. When Hangman wanted a match with Kenny Omega, we all want a match between Hangman and Kenny Omega. But this seemed kind of like the first dodge in a way from not from Hangman. Hangman didn't dodge anything, although it kind of seemed for a while like he was kind of trying to stay away from this inevitable fate. But no, Kenny Omega seemed like he tried to dodge the one-on-one match with Hangman by offering up a 10-man elimination match. And in this match, if the Elite win, then Hangman cannot challenge for the world title, and the Dark Order does not get a tag title shot against the Young Bucks. But if Hangman wins, or Hangman and the Dark Order wins, then we get the world title match that everybody's been waiting for: Hangman and Adam Page versus his former friend and tag partner Kenny Omega for the world title. And we're going to get some iteration of the Dark Order against my boys, the Young Bucks, for those coveted tag team titles in AEW. So what are your thoughts on this whole thing? There's a lot going on here.
To be honest with you, I'm wondering how you're going to deal with this. Because you got your guys, you got your bestie, but then you've got the good cowboy and the good colt. So what you gonna do?
I've as much as I love the Elite, and I do, especially the Young Bucks, from the get-go, Adam Page. I mean, before the Elite stuff really got rolling, as it is, this new Super Elite, which I've thoroughly enjoyed.
Yes.
I probably enjoyed it maybe a little more than you, as opposed because of their friction with Jon Moxley. I think take that out. But I know you thought they've been pretty entertaining, minus the microphone.
Oh, 100%. I just hate them when they go for my guys.
I know. But from the beginning, man, Adam Page has been, we've done some rankings before. Adam Page is he's my top guy in the company. I've loved everything about his story, his in-ring work, everything about him from the beginning. I've really, really enjoyed, and this story between him and Omega is by far the most enjoyable thing I've seen in pro wrestling in a long time.
Yeah, 100%.
Just really enjoyed it, and we're not even to the end yet. So that part of it, I'm fully behind Hangman Page. So that's not going to be as big a struggle for me. Now, the Young Bucks losing those titles, it would be, if they lost the titles to the Dark Order, that would bother me a little more than Omega dropping the title to Page. So that's kind of where I'm standing on that. I'm definitely pulling for Page in this, and for the Young Bucks on the other side.
Okay, then. Just so we know where you're standing.
Yeah, that's where I'm standing. Page and the Young Bucks is where I'm standing. Officially.
Page on the books.
Page of the Bucks.
So we're sort of on the same side. We're both like, you're straddling the fence. I'm just on one side of the fence.
Yeah.
Is that what we're
I know
saying?
what side you're on. I know what side you're on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not on the side that you're half on.
Yeah.
So this is like, I did not expect this is the way we were going to go.
No.
I think this took everyone by surprise, which we love when it happens because surprises are good.
They are.
You know, when they're good surprises are good. Bad surprises are horrific.
There are bad surprises, yes.
There are bad surprises in this world.
No.
Yeah. Some happen at events on AEW Dynamite, some don't. But yeah, so so I'm interested to see how this all plays out because Hangman's got to win, right? Like,
got to.
That side of the whole situation has got to win.
Because if Hangman and the Dark Order don't win, our plans just went straight down the toilet. Like,
not just our
what
plans,
happens now?
All of AEW family, friends, and fans' plans go down the toilet.
And what makes this? They've set up that when they have stipulations, like say Cody can't challenge for a title if he loses his match, they stick to those stipulations. Like we're this far in and he hasn't gone back on it yet. So it's one of those where you're like, well, they have to win because if Paige and the Dark Order lose, they're not going to go back on the stipulation. Like it does, it carries weight. So
it does, and that makes it so nerve-wracking. I'm interested to see who pins who because in my little head, I want to see Evil Uno give Kenny Omega a low blow.
Oh, Bangkok, baby! You say it so much better than me.
Oh,
yeah.
Just for lolsies.
just for funsies.
Just to point at Kenny and go,
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I 100% need that face off between Hangman and Matt Jackson again. Because that story has been bubbling under the surface. It's a mini story within the story. It's a side quest in the overall arcing game. It's been bubbling for quite a while now, and when obviously Kenny and Hangman had the titles, it was Nick and Kenny that were still, kind of like buddy battles and everything. It was Hangman and Matt that had the issue with each other. So I want to see that face off because we already saw it in this bit where obviously, Matt Jackson said some, not very nice things.
He said Paige is going to be the next great wrestling tragedy. Yowzers.
Youch. And then got whacked in the face for it, which is the right response. I'm wanting that 100%. But I just don't know how this is. Who's going to be in the Super Elite team? Who's going to be in the Dark Order team?
Good questions. You would assume with the Super Elite, it's going to be Kenny Omega, Michael Nakazawa, Brandon Cole. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. No. No. You assume it's going to be Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and the Good Brothers. I think that would be a safe assumption.
But what happens if Kenny Omega cries ouchie?
Oh, and he bows. Good point.
And
he bows out of
Brandon Cutler or throws in Michael Nakazawa.
I didn't think about that.
Comes out, accidentally trips, pretends he's broken his toe.
Pulls a hammy. He's like, hamstring tightened up. And he has a doc come out and look at him on the ramp.
You can see Don Callis slipping him like $20 to say, it's knackered. Can't wrestle.
They bring out a cart and everything and cart him off like it's some kind of serious thing. Sign me up for that one. I would love to see that.
My entire thing with Kenny at the moment is I just want him to feign injuries the whole way up to this. Just because if you want to heal he even more and make Hangman look more of a face that he already does, just get Kenny to do what he did with John Moxley. Oh, your elbow got a boo-boo.
But no, have Kenny on the as they carried him off. Just in my head, as they I can't get that out of my head now. As they carried him off, like it's some serious situation, him just not move for a while.
Yeah.
All it was, and then all of a sudden he does the thumbs up to the crowd. Just to hear the boos.
Or just see him laughing.
Laugh or death. Chuckling with the thumbs up. Yeah. Oh man, I love that. Great idea.
That's such a cool, like, a way of, like, I don't know, like, obviously, Kenny
you're keeping the champ from getting pinned, too.
And also, Kenny thinks he's beaten everybody in the company.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need to wrestle anymore. He's got what he wants.
Yeah.
So why should he?
But, on the flip side, if my only argument with why he would show up is because if they do win the match, Hangman doesn't get his match. So that would give a reason for him to be in the match.
But he could just run back from the back completely fine.
and try to alter the outcome.
Start celebrating the fact that Hangman lost and, like, get the Good Brothers to pick him up on his shoulders like Kenny won the match.
But Hangman can't lose.
But if they were,
but if they did,
like how Matt Hardy always says that he wins, but it's Private Party that do the work.
This could be a way, like you just said, with him celebrating like that. Yeah. What if it comes down to where it's 3-on-1 in this elimination thing, and it's Hangman versus 3, and Kenny comes out celebrating then?
Like
he comes out at that point, and it would work with his character. It's a premature celebration because he's coming out popping the champagne a little early. He's 3-on-1. The Hangman fires back and beats all 3, and then you have that look of and then Hangman
breaks the ground, like clutching his foot, like ow.
So it goes from Omega popping the bubbly a little too early to Hangman drinking beer with the Dark Order at the end. So that visual would be nice.
That'd be so good.
There
we go, Tony Khan. We booked it for you.
We've talked ourselves into one.
We don't even want any recognition, as in money or anything. Just on the match graphic, put Beauty and the Beard podcast designed this match. Thank you.
Also, if you could just get Sarah an interview with John Moxley, that'd be
no. Don't make me have kittens.
Make it happen, TK. You're gonna have kittens? Wait, what?
Is that not a saying in America?
You're gonna have kittens?
Is that not a saying in America?
I've never said it in America. I've never said it anywhere.
It's kind of like, don't make me nervous, don't make me have kittens.
I don't think it's I think you just made that up. You just make that up.
No, I've heard it so many times.
Let us know in the comments if you've ever had kittens. Anybody? There's going to be a poll.
Have you ever heard this phrase?
There's another weird poll coming out of this podcast. We got fruit salad polls. We got future matchups that haven't happened that we want predictions on. And now we're going to have, have you ever had kittens poll?
Have you ever heard the phrase, don't let me have kittens?
Okay.
Which
you can work that way too.
Don't make me nervous.
Okay, because I would be nervous if I was having kittens too. What is this?
I'd be more than nervous. I'd be absolutely freaking out.
Where is this coming from?
Considering I can't have human children, having animal children is really freaky.
Some questions to answer.
I mean, that's really messed up. Oh my god.
And you don't even have cats.
I don't even like cats. Cats have an ulterior motive, and I feel like they're judging me.
Yeah. You think cats are judging you?
I really think cats are judging me.
Cats are so judgmental.
Anyway, back to AEW wrestling.
Sorry. Yes. But okay, we talked about who's going to be in the Super Elite team for the match.
Yes.
Who do you think would be the members of the Dark Orders? I think that would be tougher to pick.
Yeah, because
you got 2 tag teams automatically you could go for.
Exactly. Like, is John Silver okay to actually compete though?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, you don't know he cleared.
Has he 100% been cleared? I mean, I know they keep kind of teasing he's cleared and stuff, but is he cleared?
Yeah.
because I legit can't wait to see him back in the ring, but I also don't want him to go away again. So
but you got to think this is also going to be probably a couple weeks down the road, or not. It could be announced for Fight for the Fallen. It could be Fight for the Fallen, which would be in like a week.
Yeah.
It would make sense for Fight for the Fallen. I know we haven't tried to predict when it's going to be. That would be where I would say. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, that's a good point. If Silver's healthy, the automatic way to go, you would think, would be, because you got to have Evil Uno in. He's been involved with this as
there's 3 tag teams.
Well, true, because you got 5 and 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not as
tag team.
I don't think they're as prominent as Uno and Grayson and Silver and Reynolds. I mean, I guess you could put them close to Silver Reynolds, but but it's got to be Uno and Grayson. Those two are
got
given.
To have Evil Uno in it.
Yeah, so Grayson's coming along too. Got to.
Yeah,
it's Uno's partner. So it's really the question is the other two. Is it Reynolds and Silver?
Yeah.
Or if Silver can't go, is it at that point Reynolds and 10? Because 5's not going to be in there. They treat 5.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Colt Cabana has had like kind of like alliances with the Bucks and stuff, hasn't he?
Yes, I can't believe I forgot about Colt Cabana. I just
put Colt in and like
left him
facing one of the Bucks.
And he hasn't had a ton of action on Dynamite recently either. I would love to see him back in the ring for a match like this.
Yeah, that is like, that's really difficult to say who's going to be in it, and like I'm more interested to see who they're putting in than who the Elite are putting in.
I love to see on BTE a draft where Paige is picking them like you're picking like you're picking a kickball team at recess or something.
Yeah.
Top draft picks like you.
Yeah.
And he comes down to 5 with his head down. Yeah. 5's not getting picked.
First pick, Evelina.
There you go.
I don't know. And like, obviously, we've said like, surely the Hangman and Dark Order have to win this.
They have. I don't. If it was elsewhere, and I thought there could be, I felt confident there's some way they would get out of the stipulation and reverse it, or then I would say there's a chance that the Elite could win. But just because they're really heavy in not going back on these stipulations, it feels like with that in mind that Paige and Dark Order have to win. It's just a matter of how it happens.
But saying that, if they do win, obviously Hangman gets his title shot against Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Order, whatever tag team, like how do they choose which tag team goes for the titles?
Yeah.
But surely they're not going to win the titles.
No. My thought with this is that they would build that match. And some people may go, that's not a big enough match for it. But if they build that match and build it well, because they're good at telling stories and even making you believe it's a possibility of something happening, even though in the back of your mind, not going to happen. Like with Orange Cassidy and Pac in that world title match with Omega. We knew Omega was going to win that match, but those near falls with Cassidy were done so well that people got fired up for it anyway.
Yeah.
So if you really, and I would love to see the Bucks versus Uno and Grayson at All Out. Because on that same card, you could have FTR versus, if you wait until then, build it and have FTR versus Santana Ortiz on the same card. Because I still think you save Santana Ortiz. That's 2 weeks after All Out.
Right, okay, so that makes sense.
If by the time you get to All Out, the match between Santana Ortiz and FTR is legitimately for the number one, like it's number one versus number 2, then the story can be told. Proud and Powerful just beat FTR. Now 2 weeks after that, we're getting their world title match against the Young Bucks. So that would set up nicely timeline-wise.
That makes sense.
Because that would be a big match to put on pay-per-view that's not for a title, because by then people are foaming at the mouth wanting FTR versus Problem power.
Yeah.
The main job would be is to get people foaming at the mouth for Young Bucks versus Uno and Grayson. But I trust the guys to tell a good enough story to get us fired up for that, even if we know that deep down.
Yeah, because
the
the way
Bucks
they
are gonna
can
win
do
it.
that would be a road to 100%. Because the Bucks are brilliant on those, and you could just have, say it is Uno and Stu Grayson, like they would have a great promo for that as well, because they've been a tag team for so long. There's a whole background story that could come with that.
Yeah.
So 100% it would make sense.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because you'd have them lose to the Young Bucks, but you still have them coming out and celebrating with Hangman at the end of the show, theoretically.
Yeah.
Supporting their friend, even though that they didn't come through, which would be a cool thing.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah,
what are your thoughts? Are you thinking same type of thing, or do you have another idea?
No. I think that's the perfect way to go, really. It makes a lot of sense. I'm all about things making sense.
Yeah.
But the question is, it makes sense to us, but what does everybody else think?
I would love to hear some more thoughts on this.
So whatever if you agree or don't agree, or you've got a different idea, let us know in the comments when this comes out to play. And let us know your thoughts.
Let us know who you would put on Team Elite and who you would put on Team Hangman and Dark Order. Do you think Omega is going to feign injury? I love that whole thing. Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think the matches are going to set up the way we're kind of thinking with the tag title match at All Out? Do you think it's going to happen before that? Do you think that the Elite is going to win this match, this 10-man elimination match somehow, and somehow they're going to get out of the stipulation, or what? I don't know.
I mean,
what are your thoughts?
Completely not off the table.
No, it's wrestling, so anything's possible.
Exactly.
So let us know. Let us know what you're thinking.
Yes.
We'd love to hear your thoughts, because I only have one brain, and she only has one brain. Although they do cross sometimes, they're still we can only think of so many things. So you have a lot more brains than we have out there.
Yeah,
collectively. I mean, not individually. I hope individually you only have one brain, but collectively you have more brains than we have on the show. It's just math,
brains.
Man. It's math. I only have one brain,
and that's used sparingly.
Yeah. So let us know what you think. Please, because again, y'all might have some better ideas than we do. We may read the comments and go, "Yeah, that's a lot better than what we thought of."
Yeah.
Let's go with that one. And then we'll record a whole new podcast with your ideas, and we'll take credit for it. That's what
and
we'll
delete
do,
this
right?
one.
It was like, we didn't say all that stupid stuff. Let's go with what Foggy Lock said. We're going to go with it.
You find the truth. You find the proof that we didn't say anything else.
Yeah, because the podcast will be gone. We hope you enjoyed it. Love to hear your ideas. Just let us know in the comments. Don't forget to check out all of our weekly content. And also don't forget to follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen to this podcast at. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, where we talk wrestling all the time. You can follow the channel at BeautyXTheBeard. You can follow me at Let the Beard Play. And you can follow Sarah at Strange_Pixie.
Yeah, can.
Well, thank y'all for listening. Y'all be good out there and be good to each other. And we will see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.